mafiosi, thank you for coming. I have a very important task for you. It's about a local family here in town. But first, let me tell you everything that happened. The current Don has risen to power in the wrong way. One cold evening, he ruthlessly shot the previous Don in the back. No one saw it coming. The entire Maffia family was in ruins. He used the chaos in the family to make himself Don. The ceremony took place in a private circle. He began his reign without experience or respect for the old codes. Everyone knew it would be hell. The Don's tyranny began at once. He and his ruthless gangs roamed the town. Relations between the family and the locals had always been good. People had respectfully paid protection money for hundreds of years. But the nasty Don wanted more. He took all their money. And now those who dare to oppose him are being dealt with ruthlessly. Shopkeepers, farmers, and even policemen get beaten up. It is being said that even shopkeepers who do pay properly are roughed up anyway. The town lives in fear because of the Don's policy. It's like a dictatorship. No one dares talk about him. When they see him in the street, they run away in fright. The Don has no respect for the traditional values. The minute he came to power, he started trading illegal goods. Making use of his new contacts outside the family, he smuggles all sorts of things into the harbour, and no one can do anything about it. The Don maintains his position because he bribes many influential citizens. The judge and the chief of police keep him out of jail. It is up to your team to dethrone this terrible man. Are you mean and smart enough to extort the locals so you can bribe key people? Are you fast enough to track down the Don in town? Then you can win the hunt for power. As you've seen, the Don came into power unfairly. It's your task to seize power and dethrone the Don. Let me explain how the hunt for power is played. You have been divided into several Maffia groups, each with its own family name and colour. Dark blue, for example, is for the Abronzo family. The aim of the game is to find the Don and build the largest family capital. Each family gets a special mobile phone for answering questions all over town. This way you can win money and get hints of the Don's whereabouts and appearance. The Don is a real person walking around the city. He can be fat or thin, young or old, male or female. When you think you've got him, shake hands and ask, "Are you the Don?" If you have the right person, the Don will reveal his identity. Be careful not to grab someone physically, because you may have the wrong person. The game duration is 2 hours at most. When time has run out, everyone returns here. Each family can find the Don once, so the game does not end when he's found. If your family finds him, continue building your capital. The family who finds the Don and builds the largest capital wins the game. Every family gets a map of the town and a card showing people who can be bribed or blackmailed. The town map shows red and blue spots, all numbered. The card shows a list of people who can be blackmailed or bribed. They all have a number corresponding to a number on the town map. Use the map to walk to a red or blue spot. Your phone will emit a sound signal when you get there, after which you can answer a question. Correct answers mean your family gets money and hints about the Don. At the red spots, you get a hint about the Don's appearance. For example, the Don has green eyes. At the blue spots, you get a hint about his location. For example, the Don is in C4. Then there's the family capital. The power of a family can be shown by ousting a Don and having lots of money. Here's how you build your capital. Find a red spot on the map. These are extortion spots. A question appears on your phone. Answer correctly and get more money on your family's bank balance. Take the money you earn to the blue bribe spots. A new question must be answered. If answered correctly, money will be deducted from your balance to pay that particular person for their services and get them on the payroll. People on the payroll are worth twice the amount you paid them. You can only bribe people if you have sufficient funds. The payroll looks like this. Say you bribe the chief of police. He's worth €60,000. Your balance is shown at the bottom of the screen. The family capital is the bank balance plus the payroll values. Here's an example. You walk to red extortion spot number 10 on the map. This is Giuseppe Giardino, the gardener. He's worth €15,000. When you get there, you answer the question. The correct answer gives you $15,000 on your bank balance. Next, you can take your money to blue bribery spot number 11, where Bishop Beato Conciliamo is located. If you spend $25,000 to bribe him, he will be worth €50,000 on your balance. So try to bribe as many people as you can during the game. Then there's the phone. This is your phone's home screen. At the bottom, you see your family name and color. The Hunt for Power logo is shown top right on all the screens. Tapping the logo always takes you back to the home screen. Tap the button below it to see the running score. Here you can get an overview that shows your position compared to your competitors. You can also see which families have found the Don, but let me warn you, this screen will make you fanatical. The screen turns black for the last 30 minutes of the game. The running score is not available. The final result will be announced when you get back. At the bottom of the screen, you will find the balance button. It shows your family's bank balance. Tap the button to see the payroll. Here, you can find a list of the people you bribed and an overview of your family capital. The history button shows your family activities and answers. Tap the Don button for the hints you have gathered about his appearance and his location. Finally, there's the Action button. It is activated when you get to a spot. The gun becomes visible. Tap it to see the question. Here's an example of a question. How many movies are there in the Godfather series? Select the right answer. The phone checks if it is correct. If it is, the next screen shows. You're on a red extortion spot, so you get a hint about the Don's appearance. The Don has green eyes. You also see the sum added to your bank balance. At blue spots, the screen looks the same. You get the Don's current location. For example, the Don is in C4, and you see the value of the person you bribed. If you tap the wrong answer, you can try again after 10 minutes. Tip: better go on to the next spot and come back later if necessary. Always tap the home button, top right, after answering a question to get back to the main screen. any questions, ask the instructor now. I wish you good luck with the hunt for power.